While it is utterly impossible to believe that any president of the United States, vice president of the United States, would knowingly and deliberately send his troops to be murdered and mutilated permanently with inferior equipment. That's exactly the claim we're making. Now, you have seen how incredibly, this same president and vice president and top military brass have treated our soldiers and lied, saying there's only 23,000 when there's 205, and the mangling and the brutal treatment and lack of treatment and neglect. Well, we've shown you on our other videos, and if you haven't seen them, go look at them. And now we're going to show you how incredible as it is and infuriating as it is, Bush and Cheney have indeed allowed our troops, sent our troops into combat to be murdered and mutilated with inferior equipment. Now, it began way back with the Humvees, which did not have the proper plates on them, but I'm going to show you that it's continued on, and it's over and over. It's not one little isolated case, including today. Even today, they are sending our troops into battle with protective flak vests that are vastly inferior to those readily available, vastly superior vests. Why? Even John McCain should be furious at this. Why do we let it happen? Here, let us show you. Thank God one of these networks did some real reporting, and Lisa Myers of NBC did the great job of investigating for months whether or not a new vest called the Dragon Skin was better and would save more lives, more hearts, more limbs, more eyes than the current one that the military is putting out because of their sweetheart contracts with a corrupt manufacturer. Look at this report and weep for them who are being sent to die with inferior equipment.
3 U.S. senators called for an investigation into that matter in the wake of an NBC report led by NBC News senior investigative correspondent Lisa Myers, who has spent several months now investigating this story. She joins us now with more. Lisa.
Chris, for the last few months, we have been investigating a very important question. Is the body armor issued to every soldier in the U.S. Army really the best in the world? For troops in the line of fire, body armor can mean the difference between death and life. The U.S. Army insists our troops have the very best, and without question, that armor has saved lives in Iraq and Afghanistan.
The body armor we issue to our soldiers today is the best in the world, bar none.
But is it really the best? An NBC News investigation, including independent ballistics tests, suggests there may be something better, called Dragon Skin. Some soldiers and their families have tried to buy Dragon Skin, believing it offers better protection. But the U.S. Army banned Dragon Skin last year, even before formally testing it. We went to the factory where Dragon Skin is made. So this is Dragon Skin.
That's it. It's a unique system comprised of individual scales, if you will. As you can see, it's flexible, it's pliable.
The Army's current body armor is called Interceptor. We found the man who designed that body armor a decade ago, Jim McGee, a retired Marine colonel. What is the best body armor available today, in your view?
Dragon Skin is the best out there, hands down. It's better than the Interceptor. It is state-of-the-art. In some cases, it's 2 steps ahead of anything that I've ever seen.
Why? He says more stopping power and more coverage. McGee says the Army's Interceptor uses 4 plates to stop the most lethal bullets, leaving some vital organs unprotected. But McGee says Dragon Skin, with discs that interconnect like medieval chainmail, can wrap most of a soldier's torso, providing a greater area of maximum protection. McGee has no financial stake in Dragon Skin.
If you would ask me today, Jim, we're sending you to Iraq tomorrow, what would you wear? I would buy Dragon Skin and I would wear it.
He's not alone. The CIA bought Dragon Skin for these elite operatives in Iraq, They say after it passed CIA testing. But Brigadier General Mark Brown, in charge of body armor for the Army, says the Army conducted its own tests of Dragon Skin last year.
13 of 48 shots that were taken at Dragon Skin were full penetrating shots.
So Dragon Skin failed.
Dragon Skin failed miserably.
Brown says those tests led the Army to ban Dragon Skin with this safety of use message warning soldiers of death or serious injury. There's just one problem. The Army banned Dragon Skin in March, almost 2 months before that testing began, in May. But General, the Army banned Dragon Skin before the Army even tested it.
Lisa, I'm not aware of that. I don't know that it had not been tested at that time. I wasn't here.
NBC News has learned that well after the Army ban, select soldiers assigned to protect generals and VIPs in Iraq and Afghanistan wore Dragon Skin. This soldier, who asked us to conceal his identity and voice, says he wore Dragon Skin on certain missions with the full knowledge of his commanders.
I wore it and I saw other people wearing it. It conforms to your body. It gives you more mobility.
Does the ban on Dragon Skin apply equally to everyone in the Army?
Lisa, yes, it does.
However, sources in these documents reveal that the security detail for a top general in Iraq bought and wore Dragon Skin. If Dragon Skin is good enough for a 3-star general, shouldn't it be good enough for other soldiers?
Lisa, even 3-star generals make mistakes.
A Pentagon spokesman says that general, Peter Corelli, had no knowledge that Dragon Skin was prohibited, and he never wore Dragon Skin, though it's possible his staff ordered it for him. The Pentagon says Corelli acknowledges his bodyguards ordered and received concealed body armor, but he didn't know the armor was Dragon Skin. Given the controversy over body armor, NBC News commissioned an independent side-by-side test of Dragon Skin and the Army's Interceptor vest. In that testing, Dragon Skin outperformed the Army's body armor in stopping the most lethal threats. Retired 4-star Army General Wayne Downing, now an NBC News analyst, observed the tests.
Well, what we saw today, Lisa, and again, it's a limited number of trials, Dragon Skin was significantly better.
Chris, these independent limited tests raise serious questions about the Army's claim that Dragon Skin simply doesn't work, and it suggests more testing is needed. We'll report on the specific results of the independent tests we commissioned on Dateline Sunday.
The show on Sunday on Dateline by Lisa Myers shows unequivocally, no possible doubt, that the Dragon Skin vest is vastly, vastly superior. And dozens, thousands of the 200,000 who would not be so wounded and mutilated as they are today if they had that vest. This is just the beginning. We're going to show you others with Raytheon sweetheart contracts, how our troops are being given inferior equipment, inferior weapon, inferior training. More important, how can you and I, now that we know this is going on, not only with the wounded over there, but our troops over there are being so shamelessly sent to battle without the proper equipment. How can we allow it? Please join our coalition of patriots to end this brutal murdering and mutilation of our troops and the neglect and brutal mistreatment they receive when they get home. And their families. Who gives a damn about them? You and I must. Please join us. Please go to our website for more on this, the weaponry, and others on this war and how we can end it.